How did Dubai ruler hire prizefighter QC and Guy Ritchie's solicitor Lady Helen? Princess Haya accompanies Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum at Ascot in 2008. The princess recently moved into an £85 million townhouse, pictured, which she bought from Indian billionaire Lakshmi Mittal in 2017. Ruler of Dubai Sheikh Maktoum's hired prizefighter QC Lord Pannick for £1 million and one of Britain's most successful divorce lawyers for his costly legal fight with estranged wife Princess Haya. Lord Pannick worked alongside Lady Helen Ward as they faced a courtroom battle with the Princess' formidable legal team led by Baroness Fiona Shackleton of Belgravia, who represented the Prince of Wales in his divorce from Diana. The astonishing legal costs for all sides in the case, which has involved some 17 QCs in total, is estimated to be £5.2 million. Lord Pannick, believed to have agreed his £1 million fee when he was recruited by the ruler to revive his case, was one of 8 QCs hired by the billionaire Sheikh Maktoum, along with 5 junior barristers and large teams of solicitors from 2 firms. Described in a profile in The Times as a prize-fighting legal titan, Lord Pannick successfully represented businesswoman Gina Miller in her Supreme Court challenge last year about the government's prolonged prorogation of Parliament. Lady Ward, who works for Stewart's Law of London, acted for British film director Guy Ritchie in his divorce from pop star Madonna. She is known for her sharp intelligence and work ethic, and previously claiming she worked 17 or 18-hour days, if I have to. David Pannick QC arrives at the Supreme Court in central London, on the second day of the hearing into the decision by the government to prorogue Parliament on September 18, 2019. He is one of 8 QCs hired by the billionaire Sheikh, along with 5 junior barristers and large teams of solicitors from 2 firms. Sheikh Mohammed's legal team is headed by Lord Pannick QC, left, who acted for Gina Miller in the landmark Supreme Court case over the prorogation of Parliament. He was also represented in preliminary hearings by Lady Helen Ward, right, a solicitor who represented director Guy Ritchie in his divorce from Madonna. Princess Haya bint al-Hussein, the wife of Dubai's Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum, and her lawyer Baroness Fiona Shackleton arrive at the High Court in London, Britain at the end of February. Lady Ward was also represented Bernie Ecclestone in his £2 billion divorce battle with ex-wife Slavica, at the High Court in 2009. On the other side of the courtroom, Jordan-born royal Princess Haya, 45, employed Baroness Shackleton, known as Steel Magnolia, because of her charm and determination and her killer outfits. The princess, who bought an £85 million mansion in central London in February 2018 without her billionaire husband, is believed to have paid up to £600 an hour for the leading divorce lawyer to take on her case. In addition to Charles and Diana's divorce, Baroness Shackleton represented Sir Paul McCartney in his split from Heather Mills in 2008, where legal bills exceeded £100,000. Fashion-conscious Princess Haya and her snappily dressed lawyer Baroness Shackleton at the High Court in November last year. Sir Paul McCartney and his lawyer Fiona Shackleton leave the High Court in 2008 in London. Heather Mills was awarded £24.3 million in her divorce settlement, chucking a jug of water on Fiona. Baroness Shackleton was all smiles when she emerged from the High Court with Princess Haya in November 2019. One of Shackleton's former clients revealed the Baroness had charged £95,000 for advice on a child support case. The case was later dropped and the client paid his own costs. She was instructing Charles Geeky QC, a leading family law silk, with a focus on matters involving children. According to the Legal 500, a directory of barristers in the UK, Mr. Geeky is renowned for his handling of extremely complex and sensitive children matters. He routinely engages in cases relating to sexual, emotional and physical abuse, the review adds. When asked to comment on claims that he was receiving a £1 million fee, Lord Pannick said to the Mail, "I never comment on my fees, whether what you have said is accurate or inaccurate." Despite her commitments in court, Fiona and her PR man husband Ian Shakleton, a descendant of explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton, attended the UK premiere of Berry Ralph. In addition to the royal divorce, Baroness Shackleton represented Sir Paul McCartney in his split from Heather Mills in 2008, where legal bills exceeded £100,000. One of Shackleton's former clients revealed the Baroness had charged £95,000 for advice on a child support case. The case was later dropped and the client paid his own costs. Princess Haya, 45, the half-sister of King Abdullah II of Jordan, who is wealthy in her own right, was in court to apply for her children to be made wards of court. She also asked the High Court in London to make a series of findings of fact about Sheikh Mohammed, in particular in relation to the kidnap and forcible detention of two of his adult daughters from another marriage almost 2 decades apart. She was also applying for a forced marriage protection order in relation to Princess Jalila and a non-molestation order for her own protection. The princess studied philosophy and economics at Oxford University and is a keen equestrian, representing Jordan at the 2000 Olympics. The mother of 3 attended almost every hearing, flanked by Baroness Shackleton and a security detail, but Sheikh Mohammed did not attend one. Sheikh Mohammed's legal team insisted prior to the fact-finding hearing that the ruler could not and would not attend to give evidence. Lord Pannick told the court that, if the fact-finding went ahead, Sheikh Mohammed's lawyers would play no active part in these proceedings. Fiona Shakleton, 62, is one of Britain's most famous divorce lawyers. She was dubbed the Steel Magnolia for her charm and determination after securing Prince Charles a divorce settlement in 1996 which saw Princess Diana lose her HRH title. The same year, she handled Prince Andrew's £2 million divorce from the Duchess of York. She memorably had a glass of water thrown over her by a furious Heather Mills during her divorce from Sir Paul McCartney in 2008. She represented the Beatle and ensured that former model Miss Mills got only £24 million of the £125 million she had sought. The daughter of Bank of England advisor and Sheriff of the City of London, she was educated at Benenden School in Kent. She secured only a third-class degree in law at Exeter University. Her ex-army husband is a descendant of Antarctic explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton. She became a life peer sitting on the Tory bench in 2010 and remains the personal solicitor of Princes William and Harry. The High Court in London has published rulings relating to the legal battle between Dubai ruler Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum and his former wife Princess Haya bint al-Hussein of Jordan. Here is a timeline of events in the case. July 15, 1949 Sheikh Mohammed is born in Dubai. May 3, 1974 Princess Haya born in Amman, Jordan. August 15, 1981 Princess Shamsa bint Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum is born to Sheikh Mohammed, who has several wives. December 5, 1985 Sheikha Latifa bint Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum is born. Summer 2000 During a visit to England, Shamsa runs away from her family and seeks immigration advice to try and stay in the UK. August 2000 Shamsa is taken from the streets of Cambridge by men working for her father. She is taken to her father's home in Newmarket, before being taken by helicopter to France and then to Dubai. She has not been seen in public since. March 2001 A woman claiming to be Shamsa contacts Cambridgeshire police, saying she has been taken from England to Dubai. December 2001 The Guardian publishes an article suggesting Shamsa has been abducted from the UK. April 2004 Sheikh Mohammed and Princess Haya are married. December 2, 2007 Al-Jalila born. January 7, 2012 Zaid born. March 2018 A video of Latifa is uploaded to the internet, in which she gives a detailed account of important events in her life. She also describes what she knows about her sister Shamsa's time in England and her subsequent abduction. December 6, 2018 The BBC broadcasts a documentary called Escape from Dubai, The Mystery of the Missing Princess. February 7, 2019 Sheikh Mohammed divorces Princess Haya under Sharia law without her knowledge. She says this date, which coincides with the 20th anniversary of her father's death, is deliberately chosen to maximize insult and upset to her. April 15 Princess Haya travels to the UK with Jalila and Zaid. May 14 Sheikh Mohammed issues proceedings at the High Court in London seeking the summary return of his 2 children with Princess Haya to Dubai. May 22 First High Court hearing before Mr. Justice Moore. The media, who are unaware of the hearing or even the proceedings, do not attend. July 16, on the eve of a scoping hearing to consider media issues before Sir Andrew McFarlane, President of the Family Division of the High Court, Princess Haya issues applications to make the children wards of court, for a forced marriage protection order and for a non-molestation order. July 17, 3 journalists attend and lawyers for Sheikh Mohammed apply for them to be excluded. Sir Andrew says the hearing is relatively short while those in court simply scope out what lies before us and to consider what information, if any, should be given to the media. The judge adds that the parties will issue a short statement explaining the nature of the proceedings. July 18, with the permission of the court, the parties release the following statement: the parties to these proceedings are H.H. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashed al-Maktoum and H.R.H. Princess Haya bint al-Hussein. These proceedings are concerned with the welfare of the 2 children of their marriage and do not concern divorce or finances. July 30, at a hearing to work out issues, including the question of media reporting and to how to proceed to a final hearing to determine the welfare issues, Sir Andrew allows the media to report that Sheikh Mohammed has applied for the summary return of the children to Dubai, and that Princess Haya has applied for the children to be made wards of court, for a non-molestation order and a forced marriage protection order. November 12–13, Sir Andrew conducts a hearing to make findings of fact in relation to Princess Haya's allegations against Sheikh Mohammed. December 11, the judge delivers his ruling on the fact-finding hearing. However, strict reporting restrictions preventing its publication remain in force. January 17, 2020, the judge delivers a ruling on a series of assurances and waivers given by Sheikh Mohammed to Princess Haya. He also conducts a hearing to determine whether his earlier rulings should be made public. January 27, Sir Andrew concludes that his earlier rulings should be published, but the publication is postponed pending a Court of Appeal challenge by Sheikh Mohammed to this decision. February 26, the Court of Appeal hears Sheikh Mohammed's challenge. February 28, 3 leading judges dismiss his appeal and refuse to grant him permission to appeal to the Supreme Court. The stay on publication remains in force to give the father chance to make a fresh challenge to the Supreme Court. March 5, the Supreme Court announces that it has refused permission to appeal and all previous rulings are made public. The judge's conclusions are that Princess Haya was subjected to a sustained campaign of fear and intimidation by her former husband. He also finds that Shamsa and Latifa were abducted on their father's orders. News script from Mail Online, Ryan Fahey. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.